We're back and working up and back down for 10 o'clock, which is our final half an hour. Still joined by Ed Collins, my host, and of course, David Felton. We have an impromptu guest who's in the audience, been visiting us for a while. Then was Whitney Clark, running for Detroit City Council. Hello, young man.
Good morning, and thank you so much for having me. How are you all doing this morning?
Good. Now, we only have about 3 or 4 minutes or so. Tell us why you want to put yourself on this political cross.
Well, I think that this is a very great time here in the city. We have the next mayor that's getting ready to come in. Many of us know who she's going to be, and I believe she's going to lead in a great way. But I also believe that the leadership of the next mayor can only go as far as the council allows. And so I believe that we are in a prime position to ensure that we can go the extra mile to ensure that we have better housing in our neighborhoods. And we're not talking about the type of homes that you rent, but the ones that you own. I believe that it is time for us to officially start this conversation about enhancing the quality of our education, because we are not raising the type of children that will replenish the tax base. But last but not least,
But don't go too far from that.
yes, sir.
I've been saying the last 3 or 4 weeks, I haven't heard anybody say,
Yes, sir.
except for me, how appalled they are. You know what the numbers are that came out of the Detroit Public Schools Community District?
They escaped me in a moment, but
Only 5% of the kids in that system read a grade level.
Wow.
5%. 95% of the students in that school system cannot read a grade level.
And here's the thing, what we have to understand is that we have baby boomers, the shoulders of these individuals, we've stood on their shoulders, and they're getting ready to retire in mass. And if you look at many people in the workforce today, you imagine them in 10 years, most of them will be retired. And so what we have to do is ask ourselves, do we have the type of children that will replenish the tax base in the mass quantities that we're about to see people leaving the tax base? Are we supporting those starting families? Are we supporting those businesses in the way that we should, connecting the dots? And are we brave enough and are we sober-minded enough to use whatever administration is in the White House to find whatever common ground we can, because we do not have the time to wait and play politics. We have to just find common ground to build on, and so I'm excited about working with whoever can do something great for the city.
Your excitement is obvious.
Yes.
I don't know how anybody runs for office and ready to get to talk. You gotta have some. David, you got a question for him?
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your background and what you bring to the table if you were to win as a councilperson.
Absolutely. Well, I am a husband, a father, and a licensed minister by vocation. I met my wife.
Oh, that's why you can talk, really.
God bless you. I know he's all right.
I know some preachers can't talk.
Yeah, I listen too. Well, I met my wife back in 2014, and we were serving as we worked for the Children's Defense Fund, and so early childhood education is a great passion of mine. We got married in 2019,
And by the way, I served on the national board of that.
Oh,
When I
awesome.
was in New York, I still have my stuff with the Army. One of the things that I tell people all the time they need to know about that fund, they're the ones that did away with child labor.
Absolutely.
There was a time in this country, kids 8, 9 were forced to work.
Absolutely.
And they really responsible. We only have about another minute, so tell people with your passion, we'll have you back, why they should vote for you.
I believe that you should vote for me because I am the accurate representation of what you want, making the argument for our families. We're going to protect our seniors, but you got to have someone who knows what to ask for. I believe that every senior has the right to age with dignity, and so we're going to go by block and make sure that these landlords are in compliance. We're going to deregulate the businesses so that business owners can have an opportunity to expand. And again, thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate it.
You guys have a great day.
Handle that little town well.
Thank you so much.
Now we're joined, and we're close to speed that Mike. Gentlemen who's in the U.S. Army and just got back.